Cuspers, welcome back to Deep Heights. Thank you for joining me. Happy New Year. I hope that you're well and happy. Let's get started. Ooh. Let's get a little herb oracle card. A little nature oracle card. What's going on with you, Cusper? Let's see what Spirit has to talk to you about today. This evening, this morning, wherever you are. How are we finding you today? Okay. Reserved is the mood that I get. Feeling a little reserved. Nobody's gonna jump? There we go. Energy and vitality here on the bottom. This is Virgo energy, this orange. This cauldron, though, kind of cooking up something here. You're preparing something. Your energy, your inner world, your inner field. You know, we have the rind and then we have the fruit. That what's within isn't necessarily like, you know, the rind can be bitter, but what's inside is very sweet. That what you have inside of you is very sweet. A lot of strength here. This vitality here with this serpent. This is Virgo. I mean, well, I did talk about Virgo. Maybe you have Virgo placement. This is Tauran energy here. This vitality. Very earthy. But we had Virgo. So we have Virgo and Taurus. This is fixed earth, and then this mutable earth. You may have Virgo, Tauran placements in your chart, moon or rising. Maybe Mars as well. You have a lot of inner strength. You know, there's these fruit. The fruits that are here. What's associated with them. Preserves, I think of kind of preserves there with the figs. Something that keeps, and that's what's inside. That's your inner spirit, your inner energy, your inner energy. You know, that you're able to sustain that because you understand change, that you're able to move through life and circumstances and grow in a positive direction. And of course, but beneath the vitality here is this positivity, this Leo energy, the marigold, keeping you safe. You know, you plant marigolds in your garden and they keep the pests out of your garden. Here with this dream catcher, it's kind of like that. You know, we have the sun here protecting you from anything. I feel you very protected right now from anything that's kind of being pushed towards you from other people, from the world, and just circumstances in life, that you have a strong rind. You know, that's kind of funny. That's why I love these cards, you know, because of what comes out of them. But it's like you're able to protect what's sweet and good and healthy within you. You know, you have a strong, clear boundary, which is nice. That's funny. That's very beautiful. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. I might have to pull the cards from this deck if they don't jump out. What's going on for my Cusper? Okay. Wow. Wow, so we have this acquisition on the bottom here, and this card is actually Sun and Taurus. Here. More serpent symbolism. Interesting here. Okay, I'll get back to that card. So what we have that's come out is publicity, optimism, and achievement. Let me look at these cards just for a moment. So it's Saturn in Leo, Moon in Sagittarius, and then Sun in Capricorn, and we are in Capricorn season. Like you've been, you know, I mean, the point of life and the purpose is, you know, not throughout life we learn and we grow and we have personal achievements. But for me, the biggest achievement that we have is our spirit, our soul, you know, our self. You know, we achieve that connection and then further its growth on our journey through life, through existence. It's like you're very connected to that, very happy, this optimistic energy, this positivity. And we have this publicity here, this Jupiter in Leo. It's like it takes you beyond, because I'm looking here just at the image. It's like the Terra, which, you know, the Earth, the Terra, right? And then the angel is pointing to the stars. I don't know what star that would be. Maybe Orion, because I'm looking at the three with the belt, and I don't know. I wish I did. I can find out. But maybe it's important for you. It's something about this fourth star, this out of alignment, and it's looking here, calling your attention to something else. On the staff there, on the banner, it's a sun here with this energy as well. A lot of this repeating symbolism here in these decks. This happiness, this energy, this vitality that's bringing you outward, but it's because of your connection to yourself within. Um, you're more connected to something that's beyond this. It's an inner expansion as well, but I feel like definitely it's otherworldly, because just this diamond here, I would think of the diamonds as earth, you know, in the playing deck, the diamond, it's the square, but we have the circle as well. Now I'm going to get all into the symbolism, which I don't want to do. I don't want to so much do that, because I don't think that's interesting for everybody. But here, and it's like with this acquisition that you've got it. But I'm pulled to this couple here, and I could look at it, you know, in a couple of different ways. I always think of Marie Antoinette and Louis the 16th when I see these two. I'm sure that's what it's meant for, like this little French couple here. But we all know what happened to them. But maybe it's a change in mind. Let me think about this here, because it's a two, and but I feel positive about it. I feel like this is a connection with another person that's positive, that can foment growth. That if you aren't in a relationship with someone now, that you will be, and I feel like you're in a good place to do that, where maybe in the past you hadn't been, that you had some unresolved things, some inner things that maybe now you're ready to come out of this feeling of reserve that I was picking up on a little bit when the cards were slow to talk in the beginning there. Let me see what deck I'm going to use. So I want to look at this acquisition card here. I feel like you've worked steadily, and like you have a new skin almost. Like you've shed layers of old baggage, you know, that you feel good. You feel good in your heart. We have the Nine of Wands here. There's something else popped here. The Four of Swords. I feel like this speaks to this, how you have not allowed anyone to come close. You haven't allowed anyone to get close to you because you've been recovering. You've been healing, growing, and that takes time. That is never done with another person. It must be done alone. Like you are a tree, right? And I feel like the fruit, your fruits are now beautiful and bountiful. You know, the fig tree is one of my favorite trees. They're absolutely beautiful and stunning trees. And like in the south, all of the satsuma trees, the kumquat trees, and the orange trees have blossomed. You know, I think figs are in the summer, but or the fall. I'm not really sure. But what you're producing now energetically is very good, very sweet, because you've taken the necessary time. Sorry, I'm looking at the card. You know, you've taken the time out for yourself. You've had to guard your energy, but I feel like too that it's like also always guarding your peace of mind, because the Nine of Wands is an energy about boundaries and about not allowing anyone in, because there's something within you that's always going to be vulnerable. You know? So it's not destroyed or eaten by like pests, you know. So what we had, this positivity card is talking about, you know, you plant this in your garden, you know, to repel pests. But I do feel you protected, but you must be vigilant as well for your energy. And anybody that, if you are going to go into the dating world or you meet somebody, to maybe be a little bit more cautious before you just the devil on the bottom of the deck, you know, before you go all in. You know, it takes time. Everything takes time to produce. Because if you are this beautiful tree and you've got all these beautiful oranges or figs or whatever, this beautiful glowing, I don't know, you have a tree, you're a tree with beautiful fruit, and you're going to attract others. So just kind of be wary of that, of not everyone who comes to look at you as something beautiful might want to pick and take it all. And you know what I'm saying? I think you kind of, you know what I'm saying. What else do you have for my cusper? What else do you have for my cusper? I hear a lot of laughter. I feel you feeling good and feeling good by yourself. Eating well, also. Eating clean, eating good, you know, staying clear of too much processed food, eating fresh. Aha, we have the Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles coming out here. I think that this really goes to what I was saying, is that then this does become a little bit like a love reading. That be very cautious and make sure to examine your partner, you know, or whoever is in potential, you know, dating. That because here in this card, the brain, you know, it's a music box and there's a ballerina there, and you know, and it spins, you know, like a love song talking about that music and laughter and joy. You know, I remember when I was a little girl and I would look at music boxes and they're so beautiful. Just the figure of the dancer, of the ballerina, the grace and movement. Too much that Libran quality of being in love with love, and what that means. I think that people don't really understand what that means, and I feel like the way that I understand it is that Libran energy, this love, this Venusian lover type of energy, especially when you mix some Scorpio in there with that, is going to be very, very deep and very heavy, but it's like it's already there within you. You already have this love, you know, so it's just there to be experienced because you already kind of experience it. So um, you don't want to project that onto other people, because I feel like someone could come and just take everything from you. I want to, I don't, I'm not trying to say like it's a huge warning, but to be wary, you know, of things that have happened and things that had happened in the past and how far you've come, that you don't want to repeat past mistakes. you know, because I do feel like love is coming in for you, or whatever situation that you're in now is very positive, you know, but to be wary. I want you to be wary as well. And not ever in a way like, you know, you need to make someone earn in a negative way, but people, it takes time to know people, for sure. It takes time to know people. Take your time. Like everything in its season and in its time. Like if you pick a fruit um, before it's ready, it's sour or it's tart or it's just not there yet. You're there. I feel like maybe you are there for your own self. And I don't want to get hung up on that. Okay, let's get an I Ching Oracle. What else do we have for my cusper? A little love. Feels good. I feel like you've been waiting on this. I don't know if it's the one, you know, but a good experience with another person for where you are at now in your own life. After we get one of these, I'm going to get some cards for your person. All right. The Joyous. How wonderful and magical. So this is aliveness, the vitality to challenge. This vitality. Let's talk about that Scorpio energy and that Tauran energy. You know, the vitality to challenge is definitely a bull. Stimulation is the key to joy, the zest for life, and the energy for a better life. It says criticism is a natural byproduct of this improvement energy. So, of course, you know, talking about, you know, other people, you know, Debbie Downers, right? Negative Nancy's. Don't let that affect you, you know. You just be your beautiful self. You continue to produce all of that beauty that's within you because it comes from within and it radiates out. You're always like that saying that, you know, you could have the, you know, the most beautiful peaches in the world and there's always someone who doesn't like a peach. Oh, here's the tree. It was talking about you being a tree. That's on the back of this Joyous card. And it's golden. It's beautiful. It's magnificent. You feel good. You feel alive. And I think that this person is going to um, accentuate that, you know, and add to that, not take away that. Um, you'll be able to add to one another, but I would like more poetic, beautiful language to say that in, but it's not always there for me. Okay. Let's get some cards for this person. Show me this person, this partner of my cusper. Let's get a little bit about them. Show me the partner of my cusper, please. Like you're gonna look really, really good together. That separately they're beautiful, right? But together they are. You can't take you can't take your eyes off of them. Decadence. Both very sensual people. Nice dinners. Celebrating, you know, the finer things and not necessarily to spend, tons of money. I'm not really talking about that, but appreciation of beauty and things that are beautiful, art, poetry, nature, music, film, each other. The Five of Pentacles for your person. Let me get a couple of more. I don't want to. They may feel like they don't have a lot to offer you. Talking about the financial aspect, about not necessarily being, having lots and lots of money, because it isn't about that. But I feel like they want to offer you more than what they can. But it has that ladybug there, and I always think of luck. That whatever situation, financial situation that your person is in now won't be forever. This person has a lot of luck and a lot of potential, as long as they work. But I feel like, well, I don't want to feel like they do. So, and this is the Lover's card, but in this deck it's love. I don't, as a reader, always read, and rarely do I read the Lover's card as a partnership. But we have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck here. The Emperor below that. But this is choice and trust. We have these two wolves here running together. And we have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, these partridges in a pear tree, right? That's what I'm going to call it. Trust in yourself, and I think trust in them. But it reminds me of, I think of the On Marriage from Khalil Gibran. I always think about that. We have the Two of Cups here twice. Share your cups, right? But it remains your cup. They can drink from your cup, you can drink from their cup, but it remains their cup, and it remains your cup. That you remain your own. The pillars of the temple stand, apart, but they hold up the temple, and the oak and the cypress grow not in each other's shadow. I feel like that's important to be spoken here, that you can still have that joy. I don't know, read that. You can look it up online. It's the On Marriage from Khalil Gibran. But anyway, okay, but trusting in the decisions that you make towards the future. Like, if you don't have a lot now, that you're able to work together and make the right decisions for yourselves and together as a couple. They want to be with you. They want to run with you. It's like you're a pack together. You're two alphas, the alpha male and the alpha female, or however that would go for you. Get one more. They could be a Gemini as well, another air sign. And we do we have the Lovers? No. The Nine of Wands, but we have the Nine of Wands again. Have the Nine of Wands for you and the Nine of Wands for them. And I actually like this because I feel like it lets me know that for you, that they're very compatible with you, that you're able to share and love and have the Queen of Cups here on the bottom of the deck, this shared relationship, but you each have your inner sanctuary that's yours, your own cauldrons, right? Your separate beings. That's important. I feel like I keep repeating that I really want to stress that. I want to get a little bit, I want to know what their intentions are towards you. What is this person's intentions towards my cusper? The moon. Mm. Wow, I just kind of got chills. A lot of energy run through my body. This person has a lot of their inner world is very rich. Their inner reserves are very rich. You know, this is the imagination here, and you might not know it. You know, they have a lot of dreams. They see what others don't see. I feel very scorpionic energy here as well. Very passionate, but hidden. If you don't know them, I feel like they would be a little bit, their eyes are going to be very, one of the first things that you notice about them, they could have green eyes or blue eyes. Their eyes are going to be very, very captivating. Like this person just wants to sweep you into these dark Neptunian waters. The Eight of Wands here. It's like they want to tell you everything that's in their heart. You know, this is the Eight of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius. It's like a little serpent coming up here out of the water. Talking about that scorpionic energy that I was getting from the moon, which is interesting how, you know, because it's the card of Neptune, it's the card of Pisces, but it's mutable water, you know, and of course the serpent is a mutable image, and we had the serpent here for you as well. I feel like this person wants to merge with you in a way that kind of changes you both. It changes you together and it changes you separately. What a really interesting, uh, but it's very private. I feel like that what people see on the outside, like, you know, ooh, you might look like you're kind of, I don't know, pretentious together, right? But you have all of this depth on the inside, like what people see about you is not really what it is. It's very private, very, very private between the two of you. They're a very private person. And then we have the Knight of Wands here. This action and drive. A lot of vitality, a lot of sexual potency, this energy. This guy looks like he's on a table. Like I could see this person, you know, you're having dinner, right? I was talking about having dinners, and they just come across you at the table and everything gets swept off the table and you're in the throes of, you know, love, right? Okay. All right, let's see. I think that's a really, really beautiful reading. You know, keep your boundaries, because it is like this person's going to be very, very, very intense, you know, and they've got their eyes on you, you know. I think that it's almost like a love at first sight kind of energy. If you're not with them yet, it's felt, you know, and it's I know that there's a line that I read, that worlds change when eyes meet, and I feel like your world is going to change when your eyes meet with another person. But you know, I guess it's up to each person, to each one of us, you know, the choice that we make if we allow ourselves to be completely consumed. When so much of this in the beginning, I was so, and I'm still feeling it's like, hey, you have to have your boundaries, you know, but I don't know what's right or what's wrong. You do. But this is going to be very, very consuming, physically, emotionally, psychologically. You're not even going to need to speak. I think that it's almost beyond words. Okay, let's close. That was a nice change for a Deep Heights reading. If you've been with me for a while, I'm sure you're happy about that. All right. But it's the joyous, you know. Of course, this is what's come out. But you know, so what's come out here is anger. But on the bottom of the deck is joy. You know, talking about that joyous. I was like, maybe that's what's on the other side. You know, both of you have this Nine of Wands energy that came out. Got another 28. This energy, because anger is card 28 and this energy is 28. You know, letting things from the past go. Don't bring the past to the present. Continue, and I feel like it's almost like the art card here with this cauldron, you know, the temperance card. Excuse me, to be able to move that energy and not get stuck in it. To go towards the sun, like you may have a tendency to hold on to the past too much, to expect, you know, a behavior from this person that's not necessarily there, but I don't want to read too much into it because I feel like you would know that, but joy, and is that the opposite, right? Is that the opposite of anger? Is it joy? Stay in your joy, no matter what's happening in the world, no matter what's happening outside. I feel like this could be a refuge for you. I was talking about those pests that are gonna want to try to come in for your garden. You know, the dream catchers here that protect you from bad dreams, your positivity, your happiness, your joy, because joy is a state of consciousness. It's more than a feeling. It's a way of seeing. It's more than that. I wish you joy, happiness, and beauty, Cusper. I hope to see you again.